Hi, I trust this finds you well. I hope you got through the week okay. Here's a thought from Parshat Bamidbar. We begin the fourth book of the Torah. The entire book is called Bamidbar, as well as this week's Parsha is called Bamidbar. I read a heartwarming story this week. It's about the Maggid of Mezrich. He was the famous student, the famous Talmid of the Baal Shem Tov, the founder of Hasidism. When he was 5 years old, Dov Ber returned home one day from Cheder, and he saw that his mother was distraught. She was crying, and he realized that there had been a fire in the home. But he looked around and he turned to his mother and he said, "Mom, why are you crying? Yes, things were damaged, but everybody's okay. Nobody died." And she turned to him and she said, "Yes, I'm grateful for that, but that's not why I'm crying. I'm crying because we had a document, we had a sheet of paper in our house, our family tree, and we were able to show people how we were connected all the way back to David HaMelech, to King David, and now that document went up in flames. It's no longer." So Dov Ber, 5-year-old Dov Ber, thought for a moment, and he said, "You know what, Mummy? I'm going to try and live my life in a way that my children and my grandchildren and my great-great-great-grandchildren will be able to look back at me and be so proud of where they came from." It's a beautiful story, and it's also connected to this week's parsha, where it talks about the tribes and the heads of the tribes. And the commentaries point out that the way the heads of the tribes were described was Rosh Levet Avotavhu. Each of them an individual, each of them a person, the head of their households. And the commentaries teach such a beautiful lesson, and they say that each of us are individuals. Each of us is a person. And we have to strive to live our lives as if we are, or as we are, the head of a household, meaning that people, those around us, would be happy and proud to associate themselves with us. They will be proud of the way we're living our lives. And even more so, our descendants, those who come in later generations, will be proud to look back at the type of life that we lived. Such a beautiful thought, to live life in a way that is joyful, that is meaningful, but with a responsibility, knowing that not only are we impacting our own lives, but we're setting an example, we're being role models for those who are around us, our families, our community, and yes, even those who are going to come after us. They should be able to look back at the lives that we lived, knowing that we lived a good life and a happy life and a meaningful life, a life that is filled with honesty and pride and joy as human beings and as Jewish human beings. A beautiful lesson from this week's parasha. Shabbat Shalom. Take care. Chag Sameach for Shavuot, and Am Yisrael Chai.